Okay, everybody, welcome back into the Color Gemstone Academy. I am your host, Paul Deasy, and we're going to reach into the mailbag again today, the viewer mail, and find out what a comment might be. But first of all, you're probably wondering, hey, Paul, what's with the loud shirt? What's going on with this really crazy shirt? Well, this is a little hint, and our comment of the day will come up in 15 seconds. Whoa. Okay, everybody, welcome back into the Color Gemstone Academy. I am Paul Deasy, your instructor, and it is time for viewer mail once again, where we get your questions, and sometimes it's not a question, sometimes it is a comment. I gave you a little bit of a hint, give you a little more of a hint. You can figure out why I'm doing this in just a moment. But first, let's go to our comment of the day. And this one comes from Indiana Michelle, and it is from episode 17, Labradorite. And she says, I didn't even know Labradorite existed until about 6 months ago when I was gifted a ring made of it. I absolutely love it, and it's now my favorite stone. It's beautiful, and what's really amazing to me about my Labradorite ring is that it seems to function like a mood ring. That puts you right in my wheelhouse of age, by the way, Michelle, because I remember the mood rings. It changes hues when I'm wearing it, from a deep black midnight blue to a beautiful iridescent blue/green and brilliant turquoise. Now, do you see the shirt? Is it becoming clearer? I love it and hope to add some more to my collection. Thanks for the lesson on this stone. Very interesting. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for the comment. And I have probably been the world's biggest proponent of Labradorite in the world. I mean, honestly, I have a couple of fun stories I can tell you. But first of all, I've often said, and I'm going to show you this specimen again. And this is a really beautiful, beautiful specimen. This is what we call a phenomenal stone. Now, what does a phenomenal stone mean? It means that it exhibits a certain optical phenomenon. For example, alexandrite exhibits color change. If you actually in different wavelengths of light, it will look differently. Opals exhibits play of color. This one exhibits something called labradorescence, and that's why Michelle talked about it almost like a mood ring. It seems to change with my feelings. But I think it's not only one of the most underrated phenomenal stones, it's certainly one of the most underpriced. It's not a very expensive stone. Sure, you can get great value on this because even a really, really great specimen isn't going to cost like a sapphire or a ruby or a diamond or even a pyrope garnet. But what I love about this, it's readily available. And I'll tell you a short story and how much I love this stone. I worked in the shopping channel business for over 30 years. And I've told you stories in the past about some things. But one of my favorite things is the buyers of gems and gemstone jewelry in shopping channels can be somewhat difficult at times because they're under a lot of pressure. You have to deliver a certain number of dollars per minute. And when I had my own line of jewelry at a place called Shop NBC, which became Shop HQ, I did a lot of turquoise. I did a lot of my favorite stones. And one of my favorites was Labradorite. And I kept going to the buyers saying, hey, I would really love to do some Labradorite on the show. And they kept saying no, kept saying no. I said, listen, humor me. Just buy one ring for me. If it doesn't do well, I'll never bother you again. And so they grudgingly gave me a simple ring with just a kind of an oval Labradorite in a setting, and it blew out. People just loved that ring, and I think over its lifetime it was more than 25,000 of those rings were sold. So don't be afraid to look at Labradorite as an option for you. You may love it just as much as Michelle did. And if you want to learn more about it, I think it's right up here somewhere or right up there somewhere. I will have the link to episode 17, which is the labradorite. So I hope you enjoy that, and maybe yours will be the next question of the day. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost you a penny. It's absolutely free, but it does help me continue to do these lessons for you. Thank you, and see you next time on the Colored Gemstone Academy.